EOQ stands for economic order quantity. Your carrying cost, ordering cost, your stock and your price of the unit, everything will be managed and balanced. That is called as EOQ. EOQ is equal to square root of 2AO divided by C. Hello everyone, this is your Adarsh, lecturer in Vidyashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So we are in the session 4 of your topic called your accounting. Now we are in accounting, your third sem. So under accounting we are doing topic called material. Now in the previous session we discussed about your stock level and also we completed your stock level problems too. Now we have done almost 4 to 5 problems on stock level, and along with whatever the notes you will get, in that you will get more problems on stock level. So just we are giving an idea how to do problems. Now the same kind of problem with different numbers you will get in your normal regular notes. Whatever the notes we are providing, that is more than sufficient to understand the concept. Now what is the agenda for the day? As I told you, your material topic has many subtopics. Like under material, the first thing we have completed, that is your stock level. Now, once we're done with your stock level, now we are into your EOQ. What is EOQ? Now, EOQ stands for economic order quantity. EOQ stands for economic order quantity. Now, under EOQ, already I told you the story of EOQ, like the book, your book, 50 rupees book, instead of buying one by one person goes and buy in bulk. Then what? The price will be less, your transportation cost will be less, and whatever the carrying cost, that also less. That's why economic order quantity, we call it as EOQ, the best way of having your stock. Now, so today's agenda will be very simple. We will have a concept of EOQ. Once we done with the concept, we will go for the problems on EOQ. So EOQ. EOQ stands for economic order quantity. Now, what is economic order quantity? As per this, we have economic order quantity is the most economic or the most favorable or ideal quantity of material to be ordered or purchased. Now, when you go for shopping or when you go for any purchasing purpose, now, what is the best way of purchasing? Which is the best shop? How much quantity I should purchase? At what quantity if I purchase, the price will be less? Each and everything you have to keep it in your mind. Why? Because as much as possible we are supposed to reduce the price. It is not that I'll take everything if it is available at lesser price. Why? Because you can buy everything, but where do you keep everything? For that you have a separate room, separate godown. You have to pay rent for that godown. That's why everything you are supposed to keep it in mind. And even though if you buy everything you will not produce or manufacture today itself. Few one by one, if you go also, if you buy everything, the last part of unit will be produced after 3 or 4 months. Up to 3 or 4 months, ideally you have to keep those stock. So the keeping cost, the maintenance cost, you should have one watchman or storekeeper. All expenses comes along with that. And whatever the investment you made it today to buying for bulk, that investment also we call it as dead investment. Now everything we should keep it in our mind, and we should check that what is the proper quantity to buy goods. What is the proper your price to buy a goods? Everything we will understand with the help of EOQ. Now, economic order quantity is the most economic or the most favorable or ideal quantity of material to be ordered or purchased in each order at time whenever fresh supply is required. So whenever the fresh supply is required, it has to be recorded. The second part, the ordering quantity is generally determined after taking into account the cost of ordering and the cost of carrying inventory. So at the time of purchase, what are the costs incurred, like the ordering cost as well as carrying cost, both are incurred. Why it is ordering cost? See, if you want to purchase something, means you are supposed to order. Order means it is not that just giving a call and order. So for ordering also we have certain procedures. We have to go with the purchase department. For that requirement, your requisite department, everything step by step you have to go. So step by step you have to go means you have to pay them. Now whatever the process happens, for that you are supposed to pay. So each purchase will carry the ordering cost. Once you have ordered, if you are ordering daily, means you are supposed to pay carrying or transportation charges every day. If you are ordering monthly wise, so you have to pay your transportation charges monthly wise. Everything you should keep it in mind. Now, a large order brings in more trade discount. Now, so you may think that if I order more in a huge or bulk quantity, you will get more discount. Now, and result in reduction in transportation. Just assume that every week you are purchasing 10 units, but what you planned, you have purchased almost 1000 units at a time. Instead of going every week, transportation, every week, ordering cost, every week, your carrying cost, to reduce all this, at a time, you purchased in bulk. Now, whatever you bought in bulk, so we call it as, you will get huge discount on that and result in reduction of transportation. Your transportation also what? Reduced. And in ordering cost, but it may result in overstocking and increase in carrying cost. It may result what? The cost will be increased. Now, carrying cost, whatever the carrying cost and ordering cost will be reduced, but stocking and increase in carrying cost and vice versa, ideal ordering quantity. So if you buy in bulk, you may think that you will get a huge discount, but where do you keep all those stock? For that, you have to pay for stocking purpose. Remember that. Now, whatever carrying, if it is a small quantity in the small vehicle, you can carry. If the quantity is huge or more, you have to buy or you have to go for rent for the huge vehicle. Now, vice versa. So, an ideal ordering quantity should be determined by the balancing the cost, ordering against the cost and carrying stock. At the time of purchasing, if it is EOQ, what it will do? It will determine, it will balance the cost of ordering against the cost of carrying. Your carrying cost, ordering cost, your stock and your price of the unit, everything will be managed and balanced. That is called as EOQ, economic order quantity. Now, what is carrying cost in this? We'll understand what is carrying cost. Now, before we go to problem, we will understand a few theoretical aspects. Now, what is carrying cost? Carrying cost is the cost of holding the material in the store, and it includes, so whatever the store or whatever the units you keep it in a store or go down, we call it as carrying cost. It includes following items, which are like cost of storage, bins. Bins means what? Boxes. So if you have huge quantity of raw material, then the store bins should be required more. Bin and racks have to be provided for storage of material. If the units are more, you need more space. You need more bins. Bins means what? Boxes. Now, cost of maintaining the material to avoid deterioration. Deterioration means what? So once you bought, what you have to do? You have to keep it safe. So it is nothing but If you have the huge stock or the units are more, you have to keep it safe for longer period. Few raw materials like perishable, few materials which are very delicate. So you have to keep it safer. So there is a huge maintenance cost will be incurred for that. That is also included in your carrying cost. Now, cost of spoilage in stores and handling. So whatever the storing charges, whatever the handling means what? You have to carry units from one place to another place. That is called your handling charges. Now, cost of obsolescence. Obsolescence means what? It becomes old. Obsolescence means it becomes old. Now, so whatever cost incurred for that, that is also part of your carrying cost. Amount of interest payable on the money locked. Like, see, you wanted to buy only one, so it cost you around 10,000. It cost you around how much? 10,000. Now, so you went for shopping for one unit. How much it is? 10,000. But the shopkeeper said that instead of buying one unit every month, you buy 10 units. How many units? 10. I'll give it for 9,000. How much for single? 10,000. How much for 9? 9,000 each. How much for 10? It is 9,000 each. How much it will be? 9,000 into 10. You are supposed to pay 90,000. Almost you can save 10,000. But what happens here? You had only 10,000, but for 90,000 you will get 10 means you will be excited. Why? Because I can every month if I come and buy 10,000 for 10 units it will become 1 lakh. But if I take it in bulk for 10 units I am supposed to pay how much? 90,000. I can save 10,000 here. So what should I do? I'll go for this. If you go for this, how much money you have? You have only 10,000. How much extra you need? Another 80,000 you need. What you will do this 80,000? You will borrow from outsider. You are supposed to pay interest for that. What is the interest you are paying? That is also your cost of carrying cost. Hope you understood. Carrying cost includes all these. Now, the formula for computing EOQ. Hope you understood what is EOQ. Now, how to solve EOQ? The formula is very simple. EOQ is equal to square root of 2AO divided by C. Now, 2 it is a common. A for annual consumption, O for ordering cost, C for cost of carrying. Again, I'll repeat. A for annual consumption per year, O for ordering cost as well as C for carrying cost. Now, EOQ, it is a maximum level. So, this is an option. Remember, this is not required. Only this is sufficient. So, you can go with the any formula, but in your examination, they prefer only this. This one not required. Remember, only learn this one. Just I have given for the information purpose. You also can do EOQ by using this formula. This formula, the informations are not given in the question. Now, assumptions in the calculation. Before you go for EOQ, what are the assumptions we have? Whatever things we assume. Now, the first thing, price will remain constant throughout the year. This is an assumption. Why? Because we are buying in bulk. You may not know that now they are giving for 9,000. After 3 months, it may become 7,000 also. But we assume that for the whole year, it will remain 9,000 only. Now, second, pattern of consumption on variable ordering cost per order and variable inventory carrying charge per unit per annum will remain same throughout the year. And whatever the carrying cost, ordering cost, consumption cost, whatever the charges we analyze, everything we assume that it is same for whole year. Now, and there are dynamic condition of the supply which enable firm to place as many orders as it needs. So we also have an assumption that the company will permit you to place as much as possible or as much as the EOQ says. These are the assumptions just for the information. For examination purpose, this is not important. Now, we'll go for problem number 1. So, as I told you, this is your 5-mark problem. Remember, how many marks you will get? 5 mark. In your 5 mark, you may expect the EOQ problems. Now, as per this calculation of EOQ quantity, it is nothing but annual consumption. What is the annual consumption? 600. Ordering cost 12, carrying cost just multiply, you will get 20 into 20% is your carrying cost. Now, what is your formula? 2AO divided by C. Hope you understood. Below that, 2 means what? As it is. As I told you, what is A? 600. A is how much? 600. What is your O? O is how much? 12. This is your O. This is your C. C is 20 into 20%. This will be 20 divided by 20%. 20% we can call it as 20 divided by 100. Now, if you do this calculation, 2 multiplied with 600 multiplied with 12, you will get 14,400. Divided by 20 into 20%, you will get 4. What is the answer? The final answer is 60 units. Hope you understood. This is all about your solution part. Now, we'll go to problem number 2, easiest one. That's why I'm not going in depth. That's why I explained you all the concept of your EOQ. Once you know the formula, the question will be simple. As per the question, you can go for answer. Now, a factory required 1000 units. This is nothing but annual consumption. Next, each costing 30, the cost per order is 125 and the inventory carrying cost is 10%. You are supposed to calculate EOQ. Now, so these are the informations you have. Before that, remember, so what is your formula? 2AO divided by C. This is your formula. In this, what is A? This is A. What is O? Your O is 125. What is C? Your 30% and 10%. Both we call it as C. We got A also, we got O also, we got C also. These are called as your information. Now, once you understood what is A, what is C and what is O, it is easy to understand or easy to calculate your EOQ. Now, as per this, annual consumption 1000 into 12, it is 12,000 units. EOQ. EOQ is equal to 2AO divided by C. You know that A is how much? C is how much? O is how much? A is 12,000. Your C is, O is 125 and C is 30 multiplied with 10%. These are the informations you have out of this. 2 into 12,000 into 125 divided by 3 into 10%. If you multiply everything, you will get 3 lakh. If you take 10% of 3, you will get 3. 3 lakh divided by 3, how much? It is 1 lakh. 1 lakh to the whole square root, how much you will get? 1000 units. Any doubt? No doubt. In the question, EOQ, you are supposed to calculate and number of orders per year. How to calculate? Now, you got answer of 1000. Annual consumption divided by EOQ is your number of orders per year. So, annual consumption is how much? 12,000, right? 12,000. What is your EOQ? 1000. 12,000 divided by 1000. The answer is 12. Any doubt? No doubt. This is all about your EOQ. I'll go back to all these slides so that you can take a screenshot. So this is your agenda, EOQ concept, problems on EOQ. EOQ, economic order quantity, carrying cost, the formula for computing EOQ, assumptions in the calculation, your problem number 1, the solution part of problem 1. Problem number 2, the solution part of problem number 2. So this is all about your today's session. In the next session, we'll go with a new concept as well as we'll continue with the material topic. Thank you.